3 a.m. motivation is a drug, and you're currently crashing. As usual, the sun is up, but the lights are off inside because the midnight version of you just committed a sort of social suicide. They promised the word, they signed the checks, and they drew this elaborate map. But now it's 9 a.m. and you're realizing you're just caught in the morning trap. The room is too quiet and the coffee's too cold, and the destiny you felt just a few hours ago already feels better and old. It's easy to be a king when the rest of the world is fast asleep, but the daylight is finally here to collect on all those promises you said you'd keep. You feel like a fraud, was like a scientist who found a cure in a dream, only to wake up and realize that in the light, things aren't exactly as they seem. The high is gone. Now the depth is due. Stop waiting for the vibe. The vibe is a liar. We are collectively obsessed with this idea of the spark, that rush or that specific feeling, but the truth is that feelings are just chemistry, and chemistry is always secretly stealing. It steals your time while you sit around waiting for the mood to be exactly right, as if the work actually cares about the shifting, heavy shadows of the night. Whether you're a daughter, a dreamer, or just another ghost in the machine, waiting for inspiration to strike is the loudest, most exhausting silence there's ever been. You don't need a fire in your chest to start walking. You just need to move a foot, because a dream that doesn't have a Tuesday morning attached to it is eventually just a pile of soot. If my 10-year-old self saw me sitting here waiting for some kind of celestial sign, she'd wonder when I started trading my actual life for a straight line. The truth isn't cinematic. It's actually quite boring. Masterpieces aren't built on stage. They're built in the mud. There isn't any music playing when you're actually sitting there doing the work, and there's no cinematic edits coming to hide the places where your darkest doubts lurk. Success isn't a gold trophy. It's a repetitive, sometimes agonizingly slow chore that requires you to open the same heavy book and walk through the exact same door. I have this pit in my stomach whenever the routine starts getting too loud, as if being ordinary is some kind of unforgivable sin in front of the crowd. But the grades aren't magical. They're just students who didn't quit when they were tired, who picked up the tool or the pen even when they felt completely uninspired. Architecture isn't the sky wrapper reaching up to touch the sky. It's the concrete buried deep in the dark mud that never even gets a chance to fly. The foundation is ugly. That's why it works. 3 a.m. introduced you to the goal. 9 a.m. introduces you to you. So you might as well let the music fade and let the dopamine finally drop, and let that imaginary standing ovation in your head finally stop, because 3 a.m. was for the vision. But 9 a.m. is where you find the soul. And while one had the dream, the other is the only one who can actually take control. We are poets and scientists and many, many complicated things. But none of that matters if we're just standing on the edge waiting for our wings. A still awake life isn't about avoiding the sleep or chasing a high. It's about being wide awake for the promises you have to reap before you die. The dream is over. Now the life begins.